They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Wilson. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now on first down from the 20. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Ball. Plows through the defense. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the 1 of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gators. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. He now has 56 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They'll run play action. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He's got great speed. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Pryor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. Might have a chance. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's got 93 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On first down, Nate Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Handoff, Frazier running left. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing.
Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's ball. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Stockton. Looking long. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Pulls it in and looking upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Rushes on him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Tigers with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jones to throw. It's complete to the right.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Ball. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finish it off with an electrifying 77-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give to Frazier. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Here's a give to Frazier. Maybe a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. Turning it on. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the...
Got a little grass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down. The run inside. It's Phillips. Hard running there. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off play action. Under fire. Back's got it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Still running at the 40. Off to the races to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jones wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Complete out left to Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So that'll cost him a down. 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Release to the back. This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Gators in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Looking for the score. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida. answer right back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Dogs are marching down the field. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Handoff for Frazier. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Bulldogs! Into the end zone for 6.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll send the back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs! Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Maybe some room here. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Here's Jaden one more time. At the 45 on his way. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a push on 4th down. Breaks into the open. Just plowing ahead. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.